So I might have mentioned this maybe, I don't know, a million times, but we have a Too Faced palette, a makeup collab. I am so excited about that. And I just love this palette so much. But you know something else? I also love cake. So I thought this would be the perfect excuse to order a realistic cake. A cake that would look just like our palette from a 1-star bakery versus a 5-star bakery. And let me just tell you, this was not what I expected at all. But who shall win this cake battle or this palette battle? You be the judge. Place your cakes. Hi guys, I'm Lar, and I'm so excited about this video because I have my little baby right here, our little Too Faced palette, our collab. And I love this palette so much, I could just eat it, literally. Which is why I wanted to turn the palette into a cake. And let me just tell you, you are not prepared. You have to watch this until the end because I was not prepared for this. It's been a ride. Turning a palette into a cake was not easy, but we did it. And I was browsing bakeries and I sent the same exact instructions. This is important. You guys hold on to this piece of information. To both a 1-star and a 5-star bakery. And for both of them, I asked them to make the cake red velvet. I just thought it would be fitting because it goes with all our colors in the palette. So yeah, let's get started. And usually I would start with my 1-star cake, but I gotta leave that till the end because I have questions. I just got a lot of follow-up questions about that cake. And you know what? Before I show you the 5-star cake, I'm just gonna tell you a little story time. Because for my 1-star cake, I reached out to this bakery, I sent them a picture of the palette, and they were like, oh, that's at least a 15-day in advance. And I was like, ooh, I kind of need that by like Friday. I had about 5 days in advance, which I think is good, but I mean, they needed 15. And they also told me it would be $200. Ma'am, the 1-star bakery was saying $200 and 15 days. And I was just like, okay, you know what? We're just gonna go and find ourselves another nice little 1-star bakery. Luckily, they're not so hard to come across. And that's when everything started going wrong. But I'm telling you this because my 5-star cake was actually $80. So now that you got all the facts, here is the 5-star cake. 5-star, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel like she just needs like a little bit of applause. All right, so I asked them to do the cake in a way where they would have kind of like the palette, like the front of it, and then you could also see the eyeshadows because I was really curious to see what shades they would do. So the front of the palette, oh, it's actually almost the same exact size. That's so cool. I think they just printed this on some edible paper. Oh yeah, they definitely just printed that. But I think it looks really cool because it looks so similar to the actual palette. I mean, it's pretty much identical. They put like a little makeup applicator here, which I think is also cool. I mean, those were like little things that they added. And then they have the eyeshadows. So for the eyeshadows, I mean, they're not the exact same colors, but they are pretty similar. So this would be like Slice in my palette, and Slice is like this kind of dark orange, and they put a light orange, but still, you know, I mean, this is just a bakery. And then this one is Chili. And something I will say I really love about this is that this is a red shimmer shade, and they actually put some kind of shimmery sort of paint. I mean, it's not really red, but still, I mean, I feel like they did a pretty decent job with that. And then this one is supposed to be Hot and Spicy, and Hot and Spicy is more like a wine kind of shade, and they didn't really make it wine, they just made it red, but that's all right. So I think it looks okay. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I feel like it's a really good price though. So I'm happy with the price point for what they did. But I feel like there's just some little details that are kind of off. Like, it has this little wrap and the wrap is just falling apart. I don't even know what happened. The cake actually slid off from the space that it has, and I was just like, no, come back to me, cake. And it's just little things like right here, it doesn't look like it was set all that well, like the little corners. I mean, this shape right here, and I'm not trying to be nitpicky at all. I'm just kind of like, okay, well, I mean, looking at this cake, it doesn't look like they definitely did a better job than I would have done, but I do feel that maybe the edges could have been a little bit more clean. I don't know, honestly, if I had to make a cake like this, I probably couldn't, so who am I to judge, really? But if you look at the shape of the cake, you can see how it's kind of like weirdly shaped, and right here on the side also, when this little wrapper comes around, it like doesn't really lay flat on there because it just doesn't. Even if I pull it tight, it just doesn't because the shape of this. Oh no, my finger's black now. So something's falling from this cake. I don't know what's falling off from it, but something is. I do love the little makeup applicators, and I'm kind of curious if this can come off. Can we just try pulling it for a second and see what happens? Ooh, oh wow, that's actually so cool. And then both sides have the palette. So look, if you flip it over, it still looks like the palette. This is pretty awesome. So here you can see all the shades. Wow, they did a really good job. Like I can see chancla right here, which is like this gold one. I actually feel like they did a great job with the shades. I mean, Amorcito is this bright pink. The gold looks just like chancla. Even Donut, which is like this really shimmery champagne kind of shade, it just looks like a shimmer on the actual cake. That is pretty cool. I mean, that's awesome. They did a really good job with that. I was not expecting that. And I feel like it's kind of unnecessary because you couldn't really see it anyway. They just prepare it in case you would see it. I think that's super cool. I gotta do a taste test to tell you guys about rate this 5 stars because red velvet is close to my heart. But before we do that, the 1-star cake. So I don't even know where to begin with this cake. I'll just show you and you guys comment. You let me know what you think of this cake. Are you ready? You're not ready. Let me just tell you, you're not ready. Here we are, the 1-star cake. Why? How? What? So this cake might look a little bit familiar to you guys if you watched any of my other videos where I do 1-star versus 5-star cake, because I actually ordered this cake before. I mean, without the part that has like this little palette up in here. And since the other 1-star bakery was so expensive and they needed so much time in advance, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna reach out to this other place that has done 1-star cakes for me before. And this time I was texting with them because I told them I would email them and they were like, no, we don't have an email, which they did before. So that was confusing. And I sent the same exact instructions. And this person replied by saying, oh, this is what we can do. And she sent a beautiful cake that had some makeup on it. It had like some MAC makeup on it. And she also sent this cake that she had done for me before. And I was like, ma'am, I know that cake. I have seen it. I have tried it. It was not the best experience. But I was like, okay, that's great. You got your cake design, but can you please do this? Same instructions I sent the 5-star place. And then I went to pick my cake up today and this is what they have for me. I don't even understand what was happening. This place just straight up confusing. So yeah, now we got this random purple cake. I don't even know why. I feel like if they would have at least made it pink or something, it would have matched the palette. And then they put this little palette right here. And this whole thing is made of cream. I accidentally stuck my fingers in there because I thought it was just the base. But I guess they put cream in it to be like, oh, this is actually part of the cake. You know, it's cream and cream is cakey. Am I right? So it's kind of hard to compare the actual palette with this little baby palette that they put in. Oh my god, I stuck my fingers in that again. But it looks like they also did print out a little design. I don't know if this paper is edible though. I'm actually not entirely sure the cake is edible. And guys, you know I don't judge places based on their ratings, but I've actually tried this place before and it was, okay. I mean, I'm not trying to judge them, but also, yeah, kinda. I'm judging the cake. And it's kind of unfair to judge this cake because this was not the cake I requested. At least it's not as bad as the gender reveal cake, where they literally revealed the gender, which was supposed to be a surprise. That was a whole nother video. That was a whole nother mess. I feel like all these cakes are just a mess. So I just put this little kind of palette looking thing in there. And it does look like it has eyeshadows, but the shades are not the same. I mean, they're not meant to match the actual picture I sent them. I'm trying to not be too hard on them because also this place was really affordable. It was $20. Well, I mean $40 because you have to tip. I'm trying to not say that this child is a disappointment, but she kind of is. Literally my mom talking to me and my sister. Except she finds both of us disappointments. But you know what? I want to do the taste test because I'm really curious to see if this is even red velvet. Hopefully it is because I definitely asked for red velvet. Okay, so I got my plate, I got my instrument, and we matching my outfit, the cake, the instrument. This is just some really weird world we're living in because this morning I was like, oh, I'm gonna get dressed, I'm gonna match the palette, and if I match the palette, I'm gonna match the cakes and it'll be super cute. But then I saw this and I was like, oh, that looks really cute and real comfy. So I just put it on. And then when I saw this cake, I was like, so I guess we accidentally matching. All right, let me see. Oh my god, it's really not a good idea to make the base out of pure cream. They're just taking creative liberties. Prepared to be triggered. I am not good at cutting cakes. I never have been. I don't think I've improved recently. All right, guys, let's take a vote. Who thinks this will be red velvet? Go drop a comment now. I don't see you dropping no comment. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait, I think it is red velvet. Wait, stop. I think it is. I see red. Ooh, yes, at least you got one thing right. Literally my mother. Who am I kidding? She would never say that. Oh, so it is red velvet. Ooh, it's all red. It has like some cream in the middle. I wonder if that's cheese or if that's just more cream. All right, I'm just trying to take all this red velvet out. It's very soft. This is some soft cake. Oh God, all the cream. And then we got this palette part. I wonder. I don't understand. I mean, that tastes so weird. It tastes like, not like a cake should taste. I don't know what's happening at this bakery. I don't know why I keep going to this bakery. All right, I will be tasting this. See, it has like this little white cream right here, but it looks different from this cream that's on the base. Cheers. Oh my God. No, not again. No, 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 no. You guys, no, no. No. I really don't know how to explain that taste without insulting someone. It just wasn't good. Ugh. And it did look like red velvet, but it definitely did not taste like red velvet. You're just full of disappointments, aren't you? All right, now let's try this 5-star cake. Hopefully it will taste good. If it doesn't, I'm just done with cake. Okay, I can't lie. We know that's not true. Hopefully this will be a lot easier to cut into. Let's see, what eyeshadow do we want? Let's do a little bit of, ooh, it's really soft. This one is so soft. This is supposed to be our eyeshadow Chica, which I'm actually wearing now. It's like this really beautiful brown. Here it's orange for some reason though. It's so soft, sir. How did they make this cake so crazy soft? Oh, wow. This cake like 80% cream. Oh, it has strawberries. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot I asked for strawberries in the cake. Wait. There's no strawberries in this cake. Just when I thought she couldn't do any worse. That cake is literally me. So this cake has actual pieces of strawberry in there, which just looks delicious. It does have a lot of cream. I think that's why it was so soft. Oh, wow. Okay, that's just a mess. It looks like a vampire bit into that. So I'm just gonna take a piece of cake on its own first. Mmm, that's good. It's red velvety. Mmm, it's actually really good. And with the strawberry, it's so good with the strawberry. Oh wow, that's delicious. This cake wins, okay? This cake is so good. I love that it has actual strawberries inside. It's so good. I mean, I don't think it's hyper realistic. It doesn't look exactly like the palette, but still, it's a cute cake and it's tasty. So I would say if I had to pick a winner, I'm sorry girl, but you're just not it. I would say the best thing that this cake has going for it is that we match. But yeah guys, let me know if you enjoyed the video. Also, let me know what other types of videos you would like to see. And if you already got your palette, where's it at? Girl, where'd you go? Your Too Faced Amor Caliente palette. I'm so excited for this. I can't even believe it's real. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.